Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to change an ignition coil on a Kia Stinger 3.3 liter V6. So first you're going to have to start by popping the cover off because it's blocking it. These it's pretty simple. You literally just find a spot, wiggle and pull up at the same time. There goes the front. Same with the back. Wiggle, pull up, pull up. And I just put it off to the side. Then I got this right here, the ignition coil in the box. I want to go ahead and take it out of the box, show you what it looks like. Alright, so I got it out of the box now. So this is going to be your driver's side coil. And as you can see how the plug right here goes up slightly. On the passenger side, it's just straight out. So that's how you can tell the difference. So this is what it looks like. Got the screw hole. It's going to actually go in like this direction. So there's that. And then the only tool that you're going to need for this, bring this over here, is a socket with a 10 mil on it. That's all it's going to take. And an extension would be helpful, but you don't necessarily need one. So now that we got the cover off and you got this first step is you're going to come down here, flashlight down here, and I'm taking off this one right here. I'm going to be taking off this one right here. If I'm not mistaken, this one is number 4, cylinder number 4. So you got this little gray clip right here, and it's pretty easy to pull off. You just gotta be easy with it, don't break it. Just twist a little bit and you'll hear a little click, and you'll see that it's come off. So then it's a pushed in clip. So then once you get that off, push in that little black piece right there, and wiggle your way out. That's step number 1. Frees up the connector right here so that you can undo the bolt, which is right there. It's just the one singular bolt, and pull it straight out to put the new one in. So I got my assistant over here because her fingers are a lot smaller than mine, so it's easier to get to. So you're pretty much just going to put the ratchet in there. It's on that one screw, I'm trying to get a good angle of it, right down there, or one bolt. And there's not a whole lot of room to move that, so you're just going to move it back and forth, just enough to break it loose. Once you break it loose, it's a lot easier if you have skinny fingers to just take it out with your hand, because like I said, there's not a whole lot of room with the ratchet. So we're gonna get this part off and come back when I get it off. Alrighty, so now that we got that off, as you can see, it's really loose now. So mine is broken, where just this cap piece is separated. I'll give you an example. Just this cap piece is separated from this whole thing. So when I try to pull it out, I'll be able to get it out, but it will only be the cap. Oh, well, I guess I put it back in there last time when I was checking it. So as you can see, the rubber gasket along the whole thing is either cut, broken, or it blew out. Not sure which one, but one of those happened. So, like I was talking about how it's angled right there. Now, pretty much, we're going to take this, and then it's going to go this side in for the screw, and then it's just going to go right in there. Put it straight on in there, straight. Make sure it gets in there good. And then you're going to take the screw and you're going to start with finger tightening it in, just to make sure that it is in the right spot and can get in there. Because like I said, with the ratchet, it makes it a little difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and start the screw and come back here in a second when I get the ratchet down there. So now that I'm putting this back in here, I did forget to mention this cylinder right here, this one, you want to go ahead and undo this clip as well. If I can get it off just without breaking it. You should hear a click when it comes off. I don't know why it's not wanting to move. Sometimes if they don't come out, you may need a little flat blade to get them off. Well, I guess I won't be taking that one off. But what I was trying to say is, if you take this one off as well, it'll move this wire right here out of the way and make it a little bit easier to get your finger down here to finger tighten it. And you're going to want to finger tighten it as much as you can before you put the socket in there, because the socket is just very small back and forth movements because there's not a whole lot of room in here. Alright, so now that you got it finger tight, take the ratchet, get it down in there. I just took it off, I had it on there. Get it on there, And you don't want it too tight, but it'll be just, because all these wires in the way, it's be very slight movements. It's not wanting to stay in there. There's too much stuff in the way. It is a lot easier if you take this stuff out of the way, but it's not really necessary because you can do it either way. Alright, so now that we got that on there, tightened up with the ratchet, going to find the connector that you took out, put it right back into its home where it came from. Well, don't know why it's not wanting to go back in there. It should just slide its way right in there. There we go. I guess I just did not have it lined up good enough. So once it's in there, go ahead and push that little gray clip back in. Well, I guess it's not in there all the way. Make sure it's in there all the way or the gray clip won't go back in. Alright, now that it's in there all the way, gonna take the little gray clip. You're just gonna push it right on back in. Well, I thought it was on there all the way. Alright, so now that I actually have it in there all the way, it was being a little difficult. Just gonna push that in there, and now it's good to go. So what I was saying with this broken one is, when I tried to take it out the first time, it came out in two separate pieces because it's broken. So I took it out and only the cap came off. So it was just left in there like this. That really sucked to get out. Just the way that I did it, took a pair of needle nose pliers and kind of just squeezed it and tried to wiggle it out. And I got pretty lucky, it came out pretty easy. So now that that's back on there, I'm gonna take this, and it goes on these little ball points right here. There's 4 of them, right there, and right there. And you're just gonna put them on there, and then you're all set. All right, so it lined up with the holes, and now it's on there pretty good. So you're all set. That's how you replace the coil.